May I have the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice to commence the proceedings of the court? I request the Advocate General of the State of Chhattisgarh and Chairman of the Special Committee of State Bar Council of Chhattisgarh to deliver the farewell speech.
My Lord Honorable Chief Justice Sri Arup Kumar Goswami ji, and the Honorable Judge of the High Court Chhattisgarh, Sri Abdul Wahab Khan, President Chhattisgarh High Court Bar Association, Sri Ramakant Mishra, Deputy Solicitor General of India, Senior Advocates and young members of the Bar, Registrar General, Registry Officers of Chhattisgarh High Court, Director JOT, and Judicial Officers of the State, distinguished guests, members of the print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. The wheels of time rolled on, the curtain falls. Your Lordship is laying down the office of Chief Justice of this Honorable Court. We have assembled here this evening to bid you farewell and wish you a happy, cheerful and long retired life. I, on behalf of the officers of the State of Chhattisgarh, members of the legal fraternity of the State of Chhattisgarh, and on my own behalf wish you a happy, long and prosperous retired life and bid you farewell. I do not believe in chronological narration of events in your distinguished career. I do not therefore attempt to appreciate on it. Well nigh forward more than 12 years, your Lordship had been discharging the duties of the High Office of the Judge, and last about 1.5 years as Chief Justice of this Court, to the satisfaction of one and all, and earned for yourself a well-merited rest. We, the members of the Bar, have got our own conceptions of a judge. He must be a gentleman, well versed with fundamental of law. He need not be necessarily a jurist of eminence or one who knows anything and everything of law. He should be anxious to bestow humanistic approach to the various vexed human problems that come from before him to be solved. Holding these scales even, law is blind, but the judges who administer the law should be alive to the various problems confronting to the bar and the litigant public, and without allowing too much of judicial activism being filled in a facile pain. He should bestow honest endeavor to solve all these problems, bear with us, unpalatable, give a full hearing approach and problem with perfect equanimity, understanding, and the problems thoroughly, apply the law correctly, and decide the cases justly. He shall never attempt to encroach upon forbidden spheres. He must jealously safeguard the perimeters of the judicial, legislature, and executive of the state. As a judge and Chief Justice, you have in an abundant measure fulfilled our conceptions and aspirations. To speak about Honorable Chief Justice Arup Kumar Goswami is like to gild refined gold and to throw perfume on jasmine. Today I stand with a heavy heart to bid farewell to my Lord. You have been extremely courteous and polite to the members of the bar. There had been no an occasion on all the years you had been a judge of your losing temper or using any humanity and unpleasant words against any member of the bar. A rare achievement. Your genuine temperament and behavior have endeared yourself to each and every member of the bar and will remain indelible in our heart for years to come. To appear before your Lordship was a pleasure for every lawyer, as he was assured of patient hearing and kind hearing. A judicious analysis of the argument put forward and resulted in well thought and well reasoned judgment. No lawyer, howsoever junior he was, ever afraid of appearing before your Lordship, as your Lordship conducted with an even hand and most dignified manner. Even after losing a case, it was difficult for a person to find in himself any animosity towards his Lordship. This in itself speaks in volume. Today, 1.5 years of excellent judicial work have come to an end. During this stint, relative short period, Honorable Chief Justice Arup Kumar Goswami has left a mark in the annals of Chhattisgarh High Court. My Lord Honorable Chief Justice Goswami has fulfilled nearly every expectation that the bar had of him and had nurtured this great institution with kind and loving heart. His extraordinary concern from the downtrodden segment of the society was reflected in his judgments, and at the same time his grasp over the law could be seen with the ease which he had handled with while dealing with the varied and diverse subjects like taxation, constitution law, arbitration, elections. His efforts, legal awareness, and advising assistance to poor needy person cannot also be circumscribed. As a judge, Your Honor decided objectively important and significant cases, and if I start that in itself could take a day's time. The bar and the people of this state will ever remain indebted to him for his valuable contribution to this institution, which will act as a source of inspiration forever. The banner of this Honorable High Court has been proudly held aloft by my Lord Honorable Chief Justice Shri Goswami, with the active cooperation of your companion judges and the members of the bar, earned for this court a distinct place among the High Courts of India. The service this High Court rendered in the administration of justice is unique and its contribution is very high. I am sure that my Lord, the Chief Justice, in his retired life, will continue to render your valuable services to law and the legal profession. In bidding your Lordship a more affectionate farewell, the state of Chhattisgarh, its law officers, being ex officio chairman of the Bar Council of Chhattisgarh, and I myself can wish nothing better than that this brightness in the face will always be yours and that success will abide with you wherever you may go. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I request the President of Chhattisgarh High Court Bar Association to deliver the farewell speech.
माननीय मुख्य न्यायाधिपति श्री अरूप कुमार गोस्वामी साहब, छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय के वरिष्ठतम न्यायाधिपति श्री गौतम भादुड़ी साहब, उपस्थित सम्माननीय न्यायाधिपतिगण, उपस्थित श्रीमती डॉक्टर गोस्वामी साहिबा, माननीय न्यायमूर्तिगण के उपस्थित पारिवारिक सदस्यगण, छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य के महाधिवक्ता एवं छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य विधिज्ञ परिषद के विशेष समिति के सम्माननीय चेयरमैन श्री सतीश चंद्र वर्मा साहब, सॉलिसिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया श्री रमाकांत मिश्रा साहब, सम्माननीय वरिष्ठ अधिवक्तागण एवं मेरे सम्माननीय अधिवक्ता भाइयों और बहन, माननीय मुख्य न्यायाधिपति श्री अरूप कुमार गोस्वामी का जन्म दिनांक 11/3/1961 को असम के जोरहट में हुआ था। आप प्रारंभ से ही अद्भुत प्रतिभाशाली, विलक्षण बुद्धि के रहे हैं। आपकी प्रारंभिक शिक्षा दीक्षा गुवाहाटी असम में ही हुई। स्नातक की डिग्री प्राप्त करने के बाद आपने शासकीय विधि महाविद्यालय गुवाहाटी से वर्ष 1985 में LLB की डिग्री प्राप्त की। उसके बाद असम बार काउंसिल में अधिवक्ता के रूप में आपने अपना पंजीयन करवा लिया। आपकी दीवानी, फौजदारी, संवैधानिक और सर्विस मामलों में गहरी पैठ रही है। 19 वर्षों की वकालत के बाद दिनांक 21/12/2004 को आप गुवाहाटी उच्च न्यायालय में वरिष्ठ अधिवक्ता नामित किए गए। फिर वकालत के 25वें वर्ष में दिनांक 24/1/2011 को गुवाहाटी उच्च न्यायालय में न्यायाधीश पद की शपथ ली। इस प्रकार आपने 25 वर्षों तक लगातार वकालत व्यवसाय में लगे रहे। गुवाहाटी उच्च न्यायालय अधिवक्ता संघ के सचिव भी रहे। फिर गुवाहाटी उच्च न्यायालय में न्यायाधिपति बनाए गए। आप नागालैंड, असम, अरुणाचल प्रदेश राज्य विधिक सेवा प्राधिकरण के एग्जीक्यूटिव चेयरमैन भी रहे। गुवाहाटी हाई कोर्ट के कार्यकारी मुख्य न्यायाधिपति भी रहे। साथ ही आप सिक्किम हाई कोर्ट, आंध्र प्रदेश हाई कोर्ट में भी मुख्य न्यायाधिपति पद पर कुशलतापूर्वक कार्य संपन्न करने के बाद दिनांक 12/10/2021 को छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय के मुख्य न्यायाधिपति की जवाबदारी संभाली। तब वर्ष 2019-2020 के कोविड महामारी से उपजी विपरीत परिस्थिति का सामना न्यायपालिका को भी करना पड़ रहा था। वैसी विषम परिस्थिति में आपने छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय के मुख्य न्यायाधिपति का पदभार ग्रहण किया। पुनः 2021 में कुछ दिनों के लिए महामारी के प्रकोप के कारण न्यायालयीन कार्य फिर से प्रभावित हुए। ऐसी विपरीत परिस्थिति में भी आपके अनुभव, आदर्शों, लगन, कार्य के प्रति प्रतिबद्धता, कर्तव्य निष्ठा, ईमानदारी, सज्जनता, अनुशासन प्रियता और सबसे बड़ी सोच, बार के प्रति जो लगाव रहा, जो महान सोच रही है, उसका अंदाज इसी बात से लगाया जा सकता है कि जब आपके पिताजी गंभीर रूप से अस्वस्थ थे, तब भी आप अधिवक्ता संघ के विभिन्न कार्यक्रमों में अधिवक्ता संघ को प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए, उनके कार्यों को प्रोत्साहित प्रदान करने के लिए आपने शिरकत की, हर कार्यक्रम में शिरकत की। कोई भी कार्यक्रम हो या फिर समारोह, बार को और बार के सदस्यों को तरजीह, अपनापन एक परिवार के मुखिया के समान दिया। न्यायालयीन कार्यों में हमेशा सजगता, कोर्ट रूम में कौन कौन बैठे हैं या कौन आ रहा है या जा रहा है, सब पर पैनी नजर, और न्यायदान में कहीं कोई भाषागत व्यवधान नहीं। पीड़ित के हाव भाव से उनकी पीड़ा समझने में दक्ष व माहिर न्यायाधिपति श्री अरूप कुमार गोस्वामी के द्वारा विभिन्न प्रकरणों में पारित न्याय निर्णयों, आदेशों से उनकी अंतिम पंक्ति के आम पीड़ित नागरिकों व अधिवक्ताओं के प्रति गहरी सोच दृष्टिगत होती है। दिखावे से दूर सादगी पर भरोसा करने वाले आपके ही प्रयासों का परिणाम रहा है कि अधिवक्ता संघ के सदस्यों की सुविधा को देखते हुए नोटिफिकेशन जारी कर कार्ड लिस्ट 2 दिनों पूर्व उपलब्ध कराना सुनिश्चित हुआ है, जिसके लिए समस्त अधिवक्ताओं की ओर से मैं साधुवाद देता हूं। कार्य के प्रति समर्पण किस हद तक हो सकता है, यह भी आपसे सीखने को मिला है। जब न्यायालय चलने के दौरान आपके वृद्ध देवतुल्य पिता के निधन की सूचना मिली, तब उसके बाद भी न्यायालय के कार्यों को एकांत भाव से करते रहना, यह तो कतिपय महान व्यक्तित्व ही कर सकते हैं, जो कि छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय के लिए हमेशा इतिहास में जीवंत रहे। इस प्रकार छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय को आपके अनुभव, प्रतिभा, उच्च विचार का लाभ मिला है, परंतु आपसे सेवानिवृत्त होकर छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय से विदा होने वाले हैं। रिटायरमेंट के संबंध में यह सोच होनी चाहिए कि रिटायरमेंट किसी भी रोड का अंत नहीं है। रिटायरमेंट किसी भी रोड का अंत नहीं है, बल्कि यह खुले हाईवे की शुरुआत है, छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय अधिवक्ता संघ सदैव आपका कृतज्ञ रहेगा। अधिवक्ता संघ की ओर से आपके स्वस्थ एवं दीर्घायु एवं सुखमय भविष्य की शुभकामना देता हूं।
I request the Deputy Solicitor General of India to deliver the farewell speech.
My Lord, Honorable Sri Justice Arup Kumar Goswami, Honorable Chief Justice, High Court of Chhattisgarh, and all the Honorable Judges of High Court of Chhattisgarh, Sri Satish Chandra Verma, respected Advocate General and ex-office Chairman of the State Bar Council, Sri Abdul Wahab Khan, President, High Court Bar Association, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, Registrar General, all Judicial Officer of Honorable High Court of Chhattisgarh, Sri R.K. Tiwari, Principal Secretary, Law and Legislative Affairs, State of Chhattisgarh, Sri A.K. Sahu, District Judge, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, Srimati Sushma Samun, Srimati Garmaji, Senior Advocates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have assembled here this afternoon to bid farewell to my Lord, Honorable Chief Justice Arup Kumar Goswami, Honorable Chief Justice, who is departing the office in supervision after serving as the Chief Justice of this sacred institution for more than 1 year and 5 months. My Lord was born on 11th March 1961 at Assam. After initial schooling and collegiate education in Guwahati, graduated in economics from the Cotton College under Guwahati University in 1981, obtained law degree from the Government College of Guwahati in 1985, enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Manipur, Tripura, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh on 16th August 1985. My Lord was designated as senior advocate in Guwahati High Court on 21st of December 2004. My Lord was standing counsel of the Guwahati High Court, Karbi Long Autonomous Council, North Catcher Hills Autonomous Councils, had also been senior standing counsel, Education Department, Government of Assam. After that, my Lord appointed as additional judge of Guwahati High Court on 24th of January 2011 and became a permanent judge on 7th of 11/2012. My Lord was the Executive Chairman of Nagaland State Legal Service Authority. My Lord was the Executive Chairman of Assam State Legal Service Authority and the Executive Chairman of Arunachal Pradesh State Legal Service Authority. My Lord was the editor of Atman and biannual news bulletin of the Guwahati High Court. My Lord was the Secretary General of Guwahati High Court, Bar Association, represented the Assam in Ranji Trophy, also represented East Zone in under 19 and under 20 at the senior level. On 15th of October 2019, my Lord appointed as Chief Justice of Sikkim High Court. Thereafter, my Lord transferred as Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh High Court on 31st December 2020 and took oath on 6th January 2021. In month of October, my Lord was transferred to Chhattisgarh and took oath on 12th of October 2021. My Lord has served almost 9 years as judge and 3 years, 5 months, 24 days as Chief Justice. As the Chief Justice of this Honorable High Court, my Lord has upheld the rule of law and the spirit of the Constitution. My Lord has delivered several judgments, more than 200 cases in AFR judgments in various areas of substantive and procedural law. It is due to his hard working, diligence, and hearing professional ethics and ability gained in trust of the members of the bar, who feel him as one of their own. My Lord has always exhibited a paramount standard of the ethical conduct. My Lord has, in a very short span, has recognized the sense of spirit state of this state, which also reflect upon the Hindi language skill of my Lord. It is also impressive that my Lord has known every member of the bar by their names, even who have appeared once before my Lord bench. My Lord is also an outstanding and known for giving patient hearing to every lawyer and litigants. This has also resulted in a deep admiration, bonding affections, and respect from the members of the bar. As is the just number, I wish you never retire from heart and mind. Wishing the best retirement days, American author Robert Frost said, "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promised to keep, I have miles to go, miles to before I sleep." In Hindi translation, गहन सघन मन मोहन बंतरु मुझको आज बुलाते हैं, किंतु किए जो वादे मैंने मुझे आ जाते हैं। अभी कहाँ आराम बदा यहाँ मोग निमंत्रण चलना है, अरे अभी तो मीलो मुझको चलना है। In the eve of superannuation, I, on behalf of the Government of India and their law officers, I would like to convey my gratitude to your Lordship services, to this court, and for all faith and trust that you have bestowed upon us and guide us towards excellence. We shall fondly remember you, your Lordship contribution to the Honorable High Court. We wish, my Lord, all the best for future life and endeavor. Jai. Jai Chhattisgarh.
I request Honorable Chief Justice Gautam Hon'ble to address on this occasion.
My Lord, the Chief Justice, my esteemed brothers and sister judges, the High Court, Learned Advocate General, President and representative of the Bar Associations who are present, Office Bearer of the Bar Council, Officers of the Registry, Director Judicial Academy, Senior Advocates, all the bar members, all the family members who are present here, and the representative of the print and the electronic media. Today we have assembled here to bid farewell to our Chief Justice, Shri Arup Kumar Goswami ji, who served as a Chief Justice, 14th Chief Justice to this sacred institution for more than a year. These proceedings are meant to share, honor some thoughts and meaningful judicial theories, to appreciate Justice Goswami's career, share of words of goodwill, best wishes, and express gratitude to His Lordship on behalf of the legal fraternity to say something on steadiness, humility, integrity, hardworking, fairness, and uprightness of His Lordship. Though in the farewell, while preparing, my lordship journey, it was quoted, but then what I see that this has been repeated and it has been said that he was born and how he reached to this esteemed seat. I am not repeating that. Instead, I will share my personal experience while holding bench with him. That will be better. In some of the cases, while in the first instance I was sitting with my Lord the Chief Justice, the counsel who was appearing, he was repetitive. Somehow that I started losing my patience. But as the experience goes, I learned, I admit it, that I learned how to control yourself. And accordingly, what I saw, how he behaved, that was a learning for me, despite the fact I was part of this bench for a quite a long time. Probably the bar may not have seen the other part what we had the privilege to see. Bar has seen his part in the court, but then we had the privilege to have a personal meeting, various executive meetings, long marathon meetings of the High Court, and the way the things were dealt therein. We were all touched. And he has done so much for the judges. That's a part everybody, we are obliged to him. Everybody will remember him. Earlier the day, there was a farewell. I heard that by the bar, but then scarcity of the time was there. But incidentally, the second program we could attend, all the judges. It was by the employee. As I see the auditorium therein was fully packed, which is absolutely here, and I could see the people who are standing. That shows the love and affection. The judge always he gives a judgment, either it may be in somebody's favor, it may go against, it can't be neutral. But then the solidarity, the respect, the bar which has shown here today, it is really, your lordship deserves it. And we are thankful to the bar for that. Now, coming to the other part, what I will say, my Lord Justice Arup Kumar Goswami has practically made indelible marks upon us for his unfurled attitude. His quality of maintaining calm and sober state of mind on all occasions has won the accolades from friends and followers. In the earlier speech, in the welcome ovation of Hon'ble the Chief Justice, it was said that he is an outstanding judge, which has proved to be correct. Having qualities of head and heart, he would listen silently, calmly, raise questions and would dispose of the cases in a just and fair manner. I myself and the entire institution is happy that my Lord Justice Goswami proved himself and proved me right in making such statement. In every sphere of life, my Lord practiced what he professed, a rare accomplishment and attainment of a robust mind. It is difficult for me to express the feeling of members of the legal fraternity on this day when the inevitable has happened, and it's a journey. We board the vehicle, we have to get down. Once we accept, this is part of the life. At this juncture, I'd be failing in my duty if I do not mention your Lordship contribution and untiring efforts made to improve the functioning of the High Court. My Lord the Chief Justice took special pains for clearing backlog of the cases in the High Court as well as in the subordinate courts. Under the leadership of my Lord, we never felt that the views, ideas, suggestions and opinion of the stakeholders, be it colleagues at bench or the members of the bar, that they were not heard. My Lord's doors were always open for the colleagues, lawyers and the registry, and any problem faced by any of us was always sorted out within a short time. My Lord is a very strict disciplinarian. He would not tolerate any misbehavior or any attempt to browbeat the institution. While I repeat the obligation carried out by my Lord to the institution, I will not personally hesitate to say I learned the calmness and to control while sharing the bench. My Lord has travelled in the road of honor and glory, and we hold this truth to be self-evident with an inalienable dedication and discipline to the values and ethics. You have conquered and you will conquer still. You have proved how to be a good person, and no man can be a good citizen who is not a good husband, good father, and not honest in dealing with others. That we have seen closely and during our interaction. While bidding a farewell, I on my own behalf, on behalf of my brothers and sister judges, and on behalf of High Court, extend our sincere good wishes for healthy and joyful retired life. However, at the same time, we wish that his talent, energy and zeal to work would be properly utilized. Though my Lord is retiring today, demitting the office, but we expect that my Lord may visit us as and when and be our guest. It will be our honor to do so. Thank you.
I request Honorable the Chief Justice to address the august gathering on this occasion.
Brother Justice Gautam Bhaduri, and my other sister and brother judges, Mr. Satish Chandra Bharma, Learned Advocate General and Chairman of Special Committee of State Bar Council of Chhattisgarh, Mr. Abdul Wahab Khan, President Chhattisgarh High Court Bar Association, Mr. Ramakant Mishra, Learned Deputy Solicitor General of India, learned senior members of the bar, learned senior advocates, other members of the legal fraternity, Registrar General, other judicial officers present, registrars, and other officers and staff of the registry, revered spouses of my sister and brother judges, ladies and gentlemen present, and lastly, my best friend and wife, Dr. Mrs. Nilakshi Goswami. Namaskar and a very good afternoon to all of you. Let me begin by saying that I am deeply touched and humbled by the profuse words of praise and appreciation showered on me by Justice Bhaduri, by Mr. Verma, Mr. Wahab Khan, and Mr. Mishra. I am not too sure really as to whether I deserve that encomium, but nevertheless, I will accept that with all humility. I remember saying in my ovation after I had taken charge of the Chief Justice of this court on 12th of October 2021, that when my transfer from the High Court of Andhra Pradesh to this High Court was notified, a number of honorable judges who had adorned the bench in this High Court had called me up to say that Chhattisgarh is a wonderful place with lovely people, and your work there will be an enriching experience. Every bit of what they said is real and true. And I was overwhelmed by the kind of hospitality and warmth showered on me by the people of Chhattisgarh, by the legal fraternity, by all concerned. Prior to coming here, I was a judge of the Guwahati High Court and for some time the acting Chief Justice. When I was elevated to the bench, Guwahati High Court had jurisdiction over 7 states: Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Manipur, Tripura, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh. After the separate high courts were established for the states of Meghalaya, Tripura and Manipur, the jurisdiction of the High Court of Guwahati was in respect of 4 states. If you go by the number of states, I had occasion to serve 10 states, 7 in the northeastern states, Sikkim, Andhra Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. All the states had diverse conditions, diverse litigations, different people, different ethos, different traditions. But during my entire career as a judge, I have received utmost cooperation and support in the discharge of my duties. There was not even one single occasion where anybody had displayed frayed tempers in my court. Never. There was never any occasion when there were heated exchanges during the course of arguments. Adjournments in my court was far and few between. Today, I don't mind confessing something. There are some occasions when the board was too heavy with a good number of cases. I would secretly wish it would be nice if there are some prayers for adjournment. But my wishes were rarely answered and cases continued to be heard. I would not like to say much about discharge of my duties as a judge. I believe that a judge is being judged every day, at least by the legal fraternity. And I am sure that by this time, you must have made your own assessments regarding my performance as a judge of this court. In this respect, I would only like to reflect upon what my senior, late Nirendra Mohan Lahiri, had told me when I was about to take oath as a judge of the Guwahati High Court. He told me, look, people in our part of the country cannot afford to go to the Honorable Supreme Court for redressal of their grievances for very many reasons. And practically for a vast majority, the High Court is the last and only resort. Bear this in mind and try to go deep into each and every case. He also told me that as a judge, you will have some power. But when you do your duty as you are supposed to do, as you are expected to do, expected to discharge, there will be no trace of any power. And that power raises its ugly head when you abuse power. These words of my senior is etched in the template of my memory, and I have tried to follow his words till today. I do not know how far I have been able to meet up to his expectations, but I know in the heart of my heart that there was no lack of intent on my part to follow his words. Whenever I talk about my senior, I become a little nostalgic, and I might digress a little bit. He was a wonderful person. He was 33 years, perhaps, at his stress, the Advocate General. Many governments have come in meantime, different political parties, but he continues to remain. Every government would ask him to continue. He continued. He will take so good care of the juniors. He will nurture them. Many times, as I started arguing cases in court, he will sit by my side to boost my confidence. And in the evening, he will sit with us and point out where I could have done better in my articulation and presentation. I married when I was just 4 months old in the profession. Senior didn't know me from before. After the marriage ceremonies were over, I started attending chamber. The first day he asked me casually, when and where you are taking your wife? I hardly had any money. Couldn't afford to go for a vacation. Court was also functioning. So I said, sir, I have not thought about it yet. But once the vacation starts, maybe I will plan something. He knew why I am not going to vacation. He had a splendid, majestic house in Shillong. He coolly went inside, came out with a bunch of keys, called the caretaker in Shillong, handed me over the keys, pointing to a key saying that this is the room, the master bedroom. Now off you go and stay there. And I tell you, we were treated like royalty in Shillong. This is how he took care of his juniors. Not only me, all of us who had the good fortune of attending his chambers. I think the encouragement support and motivation by the senior go a long way to help the career of a junior member of the bar and also to enable him to find his feet in the legal profession. During my journey as a lawyer and as a judge, I had particularly the support of my parents, my mother-in-law, and my wife. My wife took complete control of our home, took all responsibilities, so that I can devote full time in my profession, though she herself was a doctor by profession. But for her unstinted support, maybe I would not have been able to do and achieve whatever little I achieve in life today. She also took a very brave call in applying for voluntary retirement to be able to be with me. She knew that life was just very lonely, though she had number of years left of her service. I am truly grateful and indebted to them. Incidentally, today is my late father's birthday. Because of the cooperation of the honorable judges, not only in this High Court, but also in the other High Courts, my work as a judge and Chief Justice became comparatively easier. My esteemed brothers and sisters, let me tell you, it was absolute pleasure and privilege working with you together. I must also place on record that the requisite support was extended by the government of Chhattisgarh in matters pertaining to functioning of the judiciary, and I am grateful to Mr. Verma for taking the necessary steps whenever I called him up to pursue the matters before the government. And he was always so very helpful. Thank you, Mr. Verma. I also place on record my sincerest thanks and gratitude to all the members of the registry and staff for their devotion and work ethic. I had developed personal rapport and bonding with my personal staff wherever I had gone. I will not be taking any names because the list may be too long and I may inadvertently miss out some names. Sugrit Kaswara, he was my usher in Guwahati High Court. He would very often show his displeasure to me when I had to skip lunch because of some work and would come and tell me, "Sir, are you taking good care of your health?" That's the kind of relationship that I had. Once again, I thank the members of the distinguished bar for their cooperation and support. And I can tell you, this association of mine with you will be a treasure trove for me in my life. I may only add that in our pursuit to render justice, we must all work unitedly, with singularity of purpose, resolve, and commitment to the cause. To borrow the lyrics of a number sung by Paul Anka, it is always hard to say goodbye. With the laying down of my office, I will have to take fresh guard tomorrow. The routine of the last 38 years, from 7 in the morning to 11:30 at night, will obviously change drastically. I guess initially I would have some difficulty adjusting with the changed situation, but then you have to reset, restart, and readjust as many times as you need to in the course of your life. ये कहते हुए मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई कि मुझे अपने कार्यकाल के दौरान आप सबका भरपूर सहयोग मिला। मैं आप सबका हृदय से आभारी हूं। आप सबको मेरा हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। नमस्कार, धन्यवाद एंड जय हिंद। नमस्ते।
May I have the permission of Honorable Chief Justice to conclude the proceedings of the court?
Thank you.
With the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice, I conclude the proceedings of the court and request your lordships, the distinguished guests and members of the bar to take light refreshment in honor of Honorable Chief Justice Arup Kumar Goswami and Madam Dr. Nilakshi Goswami. I am very grateful to all the honorable judges, the distinguished guests and members of the bar for their gracious presence on this occasion.